So you want to build a personal brand, but you don't know where to start. Well, on this channel, I'm going to share with you how I built mine by teaching myself how to shoot, edit, and leverage video marketing for my real estate business. And I'm going to start by answering the #1 question that people ask me: what's in my camera bag? Hey, what's up? My name is Brad McCallum, out of Calgary, Alberta, Canada, and I'm a realtor with Real Broker. Today I want to share with you how just 5 years ago, I got my real estate license at 39 years of age. I went full-time 3 years ago, and now today I run a team that does over $100 million in sales. We get inbound leads of people just asking us to come list their homes, and we're known across North America for creating some of the highest quality video content anywhere. And for the longest time, I've been telling people I was gonna create this channel, Branded Like Brad, where I would share all of the tips and tricks and hacks that I've learned over the last 3 years of spending countless hours on YouTube through trial and error, teaching myself to build that same brand. There is nothing better than video marketing right now. It's not only going to help you get more well-known, but it's gonna help you serve your clients at a way higher level. Enough of all that, let's get back on track. We're talking about what's in my camera bag, so we're gonna start with my camera. I shoot on Sony cameras, and in an upcoming video, I'll be breaking down why we use the Sony a7S III in all of our listing tours, the features, all the different things that go into it, but just know this. It's in my camera bag because it shoots in ultra slow motion at 4K 120 frames per second, making it look very, very cinematic, and it also can shoot in low light situations. So real estate looks great when homes look bright and airy, and this camera is amazing for doing that. Okay, so this is actually the Sony a7 III. This is the first camera that I used on my YouTube channel. It felt like a massive investment at the time, because I also could have invested in like bus benches or billboards, but those would have been long gone. And the videos that I shot on this camera, they are still being watched on YouTube to this day. How's that for an ROI? Lenses. I could talk about these for hours, but really there are just two different styles: prime lenses and zoom lenses. In the beginning, I was using zoom lenses purely because they covered a large focal range and they were budget friendly. I actually currently still have two great Tamron lenses that cover the focal ranges of 17 to 28 and then 28 all the way up to 75. That really covers almost anything you need for real estate video. So if you're just getting started and you don't want to invest in primes, don't worry about this, will get you out of the gate. But very quickly you'll realize that you're gonna wanna spend some money and buy yourself some high quality primes. The Sony G Master series of prime lenses. Guys, the first time you see the price on these things, you're gonna think I'm crazy. So that's cool. Use the zooms if you wanna get started, but you will find that video works so well that these are worth the investment. I work with a 14mm, a 24mm, a 35mm, and an 85mm Sony lens. Now in each of those prime lenses, I can use them for different things. This 14mm, for example, this works so beautiful at capturing an ultra wide image. So if I want the homes that I'm in to look bright and large, it's the Sony 14mm that we use. When I'm on camera inside a home, oftentimes I use this lens. This is the 24mm f1.4. As you can see, it captures a decent amount of the frame, so you can not just see me walking around it, but you can also see the room that I'm in. And then there's this lens, the 35 G Master. As you can tell, it gets a much tighter shot, so this is perfect for real estate from the outside, the exterior of the home, or if you're on camera in front of the house, or even capturing some of those details inside. And then there's this one. This is an 85mm. This is actually a Zeiss lens. It's not a G Master, but whether you're using a 50 or an 85, you're gonna want a telephoto lens, something that's gonna let you capture those beautiful details in a home, and these are perfect for doing that. Next up, audio. So at the top of my camera bag, there's a little packet like this that I use to store all of that gear. But before we dive into what's in here, I want to mention that there is a piece of equipment that I bring with me to every shoot. It doesn't fit in my camera bag, but it is a must-have, so stick around for that coming up in the video. All right, let's dive in. The microphones that we use, the Rode Wireless Go 2 system, these are so cool. I just love these guys because they're so easy to use. They come with 2 receivers, which is perfect if you have 2 people on camera speaking. So in my case, oftentimes me and another agent, or my wife and I, and they have 1 receiver that sits on the camera. It makes it almost foolproof because it receives both of those audio tracks and bakes that into the video file. They've got this little clip on the back, meaning you just put it on your shirt or your jacket and you're recording great audio right away. I'm actually using one right now, but I don't really love the look of seeing this whole piece just kind of dragging down my shirt. So I actually hide it around the back and I plug in an Audio-Technica wired lavalier mic into that system. It makes it so much more professional. You can hide this little wind muff can come on and off depending on whether or not you need it to make it even more discreet, but either way, a really cool system and it delivers crystal clear audio. Okay, there's a few more things that I bring to every shoot. They've saved me countless times and you need to put them in your camera bag right now. Okay, things like this. This is a little blower. You squeeze this into the back of a lens or into your camera sensor, blow out all that extra dust. If you ever look back at footage down the road and you see dust on the sensor, you're going to want to cry. SD cards. There's another thing that can wreck a shoot, right? If you run out of memory space, what are you gonna do? Upload it to your laptop, you forgot it at home. Oh my gosh, no. Bring extra SD cards, extra batteries so you don't run out of juice. Duct tape. You never know when you might need to use a little piece of tape to sort of hide a microphone in behind a jacket or to hold up a light or something back to help create the scene. Headphones, like the old-fashioned style, not the ones for iPhones. These are what plug into cameras, allowing you to monitor the audio. Toothpicks. I know it seems weird, but hey, lettuce gets stuck in teeth. In fact, that's why I've stopped eating salads. Yeah, okay, that's my future YouTube channel, diet channel, what not to do. Also, I've got this. This is cover up. Shooting video is stressful. You might get a pimple or a blemish or something. This will just help you hide that. So you want to get really sexy, buttery smooth shots of these homes. The next tool, of course, you're going to need is a gimbal. This is a 3-axis motorized gimbal. It controls the roll, the pitch, and the yaw, but you don't need to know all that. All you gotta remember is that a tool like this is going to make your footage look professional. It's gonna be level and clean, and it's going to be really easily watchable for the viewer. It has different modes and there's different techniques for using a tool like this, which we will break down in a future video, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. But we actually don't shoot with this one anymore because something arrived in the mail today. Inside this box is my new gimbal, the Ronin RS3. And before we get to that last piece of equipment that I cannot leave home without, I wanted to let you know that all of this gear can be found in the description below. If you want to add any of those pieces, there is affiliate links for each of the items. Now, I do make a small little piece on that, but you won't pay a penny more for it. It's one way to support the channel because obviously I'm not out selling real estate today. The final piece of equipment, this DJI Mini 3 Pro. I love that this little drone is under 250 grams, yet captures professional quality footage and can perform in strong winds. 20 years ago, if you wanted to get footage like this, you'd have to rent a helicopter. It would have been so unbelievably hard, yet this camera gets it all. The gimbal on it, it's amazing. The performance is amazing. There is so much to go into what this Mini 3 Pro has to offer. We can't break it all down in this video, so watch for that in the future. But just trust me, if you're gonna get started with a drone, this is the one to invest in. We got some big things planned for this channel, so to keep up to date with that and to get a downloadable PDF of this list of gear, just click the link below and we'll send it your way. If axis and gimbals and focal ranges and f-stops, if all of that sounds overwhelming, look, I get it. This channel though, it's not about teaching you how to be a professional videographer. It's about giving you the knowledge that you need to know to build a strong personal brand, whether it's creating the content, editing it, being in front of a camera, using this content to build an audience on social media. All of that's gonna be covered here. The 20% of the knowledge that you need to get 80% of the results.